Good afternoon. We are team number 6 in ENGR 310. We will be providing you with advice and guidance on how to better the startup of your business. After detailed discussion with all of our teammates, we think that the following strategies would be the most time-effective and feasible. An exposition, a magazine feature, retail advertisement, movie showcasing product, and social media analysis are the top 5 things we think that will better help the startup of your business. One of the things that we think would greatly benefit Green Towers is having an exposition. An exposition is something that you could have to showcase your product and raise as much awareness as possible. The exposition would take place in one of the 4 major cities in the area, New York, Philadelphia, Boston, or Pittsburgh, and would be held on a Friday night. The estimated cost would be about $150,000, which is a huge investment. However, we feel that it would yield a great return as people would actually be able to see the product, understand it, and sample the food that it grows. The purpose of an exposition is to allow people to see, touch, and sample the product firsthand, show the functionality of the project, and provide food samples from the aquaponics. This would also help display the product and simulate the product being in the customer's living space. Some other opportunities from a Green Towers exposition would attract investors, attract customers, and introduce executives and management positions of your company. We could invite keynote speakers to talk on behalf of the product and explain its functionality and usability.
Our next idea was to have an article featured in some eco-friendly furniture magazines. The first one we found is called Conservation Magazine, which is an independent science magazine dedicated to changing the conversation about what it means to be green. To go ahead with this magazine, you need to submit a 1 to 2 page proposal which basically introduces your idea or product and suggests why it's innovative in today's world. You need to select a section which could be either features or solutions. The slide shows contact information as to where you can submit your proposal. You can email it to Lindsay Dorman or send it via mail. The next magazine is Vineyard Style. It has features about green home designing, interiors, gardening, and much more. We think this would also be a good magazine for you to have a feature in. It's a year-round magazine which also has seasonal distributions, and it reaches residents throughout the year. We again have contact information as to where you can email the person to find out more information. These are some more contacts from Vineyard Magazine. The next magazine we chose was called Going Green Magazine. This is an online magazine with multimedia videos. The slide shows contact information for Going Green Magazine where you could submit your article or proposal. The next 4 slides just show the 2014 magazine advertising rates. We thought we would post it on the PowerPoint itself for your convenience so you could decide what kind of page do you want.
Our next idea was to implement retail advertising. This means putting flyers that promote the exposition, the Kickstarter video, and the company in general in major stores. The advantage of doing retail advertising, it makes people aware of Green Towers and their goal. This could advertise your promotion strategies and attract people interested in using aquaponics. This would introduce the relatively new and growing idea that doubles as furniture. The next 2 slides are local stores that you could do this retail advertising. The Healthy Grocer in Lewistown, Pennsylvania. The next 2 slides are more local advertising that you could do in small stores and companies. The Healthy Grocer in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, and the Rec Park Farmers Market in Lewistown, Pennsylvania. The contact information for these people are as follows. And our final idea for retail advertising is Wegmans, which is more of a national company that would spread the idea of aquaponics and sustainable food growing on more of a national scale. The link to the Wegmans donation request form is on this slide, and the contact information is as well.
We know that Facebook is the most popular social media platform with millions of users logging onto the website each day. Advertising through Facebook, therefore, can be an easy way of reaching out to consumers. There are 3 steps in doing so: targeting the audience who are potentially interested in the product, establishing a budget for how much wants to be invested in this advertisement, and then determining in what way the budget will be spent on these advertisements. These are a few statistics provided by Facebook of appropriate users who have expressed interest or like pages that are relevant to the Green Towers product. Given these interests, a greenhouse advertisement on Facebook can potentially reach 860,000 people. It is important in this type of advertisement to set up how long these advertisements will last and how these ads will be displayed. Provided are some variables that need to be considered for the budgeting. Facebook provides 2 ways of allocating a budget: cost per mile and cost per click.
Our last marketing idea was to make a short feature movie. The main idea behind this was to get more in-depth into the product with potential customers who are already interested in it. It will also show what makes Green Towers design better than anyone else's, thereby giving an edge to the product. It shows creative ways of utilizing table space which potential customers might not have initially thought of. And finally, it can show customers the process of coming up with the idea and executing the design, what inspired the product. Our idea in making the film involved collaborating with film students at Penn State. These are up-and-coming movie directors who are more than willing to help make the short feature film for the startup, especially since they are out of Penn State. We did find that the College of Communications does not have any assignment fitting the description of this video into any of the curriculum. We therefore approached the student film organization, and they were more than willing to help make the feature to add on to their portfolio. Our contact at Penn State Student Film Organization is Susan Tabasum, whose contact information is listed. She did propose the topic to the members of the organization, and there was a positive response. We also listed our contacts at the College of Communications if you feel the need to contact them. Her name is Maura Shea, and she's the Associate Director of Head of Film, Video, and Media Studies. And that concludes our ideas to help your startup. We wish you the very best to the success of your business. Thank you for your time.